So, so Daniel, you watched something that I saw in theaters last year.
Yes. Yeah, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1, um, which is currently on Crunchyroll. Finally dropped on there, I think like a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. Um, and yeah, I won't go too far into the plot because DB already did that last year, but just a little refresher. So it picks up where the last season of Demon Slayer left off, where the Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps are about to kill Musan Kibutsuji, who's the big baddie of the series, the big demon guy, only to for Musan to trap them all in the Infinity Castle, and not just the Hashira, but like the entire Demon Slayer Corps. And so the movie is basically just a series of different fights between some of the demon slayers and the demons. And of course, all the while that's happening, you've got the master of the dead master of the Demon Slayer Corps. His remaining children are in the play in this like location, and they're trying to map out the Infinity Castle, which I thought was a pretty cool little thing there. They're just drawing it out, and then they got guys putting all the maps, the paper everywhere. um but yeah, so like I will say the opening, the first big fight in there is very shocking. With God, what was her name? The one butterfly girl. Um,
Oh, Shinobu.
Shinobu, yeah, Shinobu fighting the upper two. I think was it the second highest or third
Yeah,
highest ranked
uh,
demon?
yeah, uh, really high up there. So I remember when I read that in the manga the first time, then seeing in the movies just like emphasized it. Just what a complete monster asshole that
Yeah,
guy is.
yeah, oh yeah,
Because he was basically already a human cult leader um, when he got recruited and turned into a demon.
yeah, and then just yeah, yeah,
Just
very.
completely slimy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, so so that part was very shocking, and then of course then you had Zenitsu fighting his brother.
Not his brother, but I was like another disciple of the same master.
Yeah, um, and I would say Zenitsu, he wasn't doing that sleepwalking thing anymore, where he passes out and then he sleepwalk fights.
Yep, our boy leveled up.
Yeah, he did. And but I guess the main set piece or the main fight is with Tanjiro, and then oh god, I can't remember his name.
The Hashira who killed, excuse me, excuse me, the demon who killed. Um, my gosh, there's
uh,
the, basically the one who showed up at the end of
Mugen Train.
the Infinity Train movie,
Yeah,
and ended up killing our Flame Hashira.
right.
So, and they've kind of hinted around like where they've kind of been building him up since then. Um, I would say that for me, just looking back on this movie, it was like it was not designed for somebody to go, "Oh, I've heard about this Demon Slayer thingy. I think we'll go check it out." Like you have to
Yeah.
be up on where the show's been.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to have watched every single episode in order to know like who all the characters are, why they're so important. The interpersonal dynamics, all of it. Yeah,
Right, and that was because this is like much. So Demon Train was a, I forget what, I guess Infinity Train was a different show. Demon Train was a section of the manga that they adapted that was pretty easy to condense down into a movie length thing. This, of
yeah,
course, is going to be multiple movies, not only because they have a incentive to milk it a bit to maximize their returns,
yeah.
but also because there's just a lot here because this is a endless series of battles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, just like, yeah, 2.5 hours of very long, intense fight scenes. And obviously very very beautifully animated. Nice blend of the 2D art and the CGI. um yeah, in the just how and how like seeing how the Infinity Castle is always moving around. And yeah, they use that pretty well when it's like, oh, upside up is down, left, down is up, left, right, and all that.
It, it kind of occurs to me that they did a good job in this series of building up to this, considering that one of the first monsters they fought was a guy who could do something similar with drums inside of a much smaller house, like just rearrange everything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And this, it's another demon with a shamisen doing the ding 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 ding. Yeah.
Yep. So like this was not a idea that came out of nowhere. They just wanted to. That was like a dry run for this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um, but like I would say the flaw of it, of course, is that you don't get a whole story out of it,
Right.
because it isn't a whole story. It is like it is part one of an arc. It'd be like if they made a movie out of being on Tatooine in Star Wars Episode 4,
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah.
terms of how much story there's left to tell.
Right. Yeah. The only thing I will say that I was the only drawback that I have, and it's not just this, but it's with a lot of shonen anime, is the when you think the fight scene is over, you think the battle is over, and then the bad guy like pulls a wild card, and it's just like, and then it goes on for another 10 minutes.
Haha, you thought you had the ultimate power, but I had the power of ultimate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just it's just like, okay, just get it over with already.
Yeah, I think it would hit differently when it gets turned into just regular TV episodes, because of course I think it's going to be just based on past experience with how they handled the Demon Train movie.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I ended up watching it as a TV show with people. Um,
uh,
they're gonna have more scenes than they have in the movie version, but not a lot more scenes, and they won't like be hugely important.
mm. Yeah, yeah. Well, but no, I mean, it's certainly an entertaining, entertaining movie, and a good entry into the series. Interesting to see how it finally ends. When they finally get Moose on, and bring an end to all the demons.
Yep. And having read the manga many years ago, I know that the answer to that question, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah,
Like I said, I would actually say that just going in and watching the Demon Train movie, which is also available on Crunchyroll in that format,
yeah,
if you haven't actually seen Demon Slayer yet, that would be a decent way to check out to see if it would be up your alley,
yeah,
because it is just a 90-ish 2-hour movie.
yeah.
So
And I
um,
will, yeah, I will say, like, the first season kind of starts a little slow.
yes,
Yeah,
I will admit that one. Demon Slayer is like, I would say it's a C ranked story that is heavily carried by the fact that it's animated lovingly by Ufotable,
oh yeah,
or UFO table if you don't want to turn it into a full word.
yeah,
Um, but it also has like very iconic character designs, and like this is kind of the benefit of a lot of shonen anime, is that the characters are very easy to read and appreciate without. In fact, you could probably read a lot into them if you feel like it.
right, yeah. But
Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, just like the pacing in this one is going to be weird because it's not actually ending the story. It's like ending a sub story.
right, yeah. So do we have any idea when the next one's coming out?
I have not heard anything, but I also haven't looked into it.
Yeah,
Let's find out real quick.
yeah, because I mean, it's already been a year, So
Right. When is the next Demon Slayer movie? Okay, so they announced the release dates last year.
okay.
Part 1, part 2, 2027 and 29 respectively. Oh, they are milking this.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Oh, God. Wow.
I mean, okay, I'll give them this. It isn't the Spider-Verse second Spider-Verse movie where they ended with a cliffhanger and had no schedule for when the next one was coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to bet against it because the new Spider-Man movie is making huge box office bank right now.
Yeah.
But I have to wonder if it's gonna suffer at all for just how long they're having to wait between parts.
Oh, it might. Yeah.
We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Uh, Well, gosh, there's so many Godfather jokes that I could put put in right here as a transition point. I'm actually getting choice paralysis.
Oh no.
Um,